The woman had just accidentally broken the glass bottle, but unexpectedly, a terrifying presence was released. A huge black foot suddenly appeared out of nowhere. The woman was stunned by this scene. Just as she was about to approach and check, the foot vanished in an instant. When she returned to the living room, a huge elf had filled her entire room. The woman was so excited that she thought the elf was going to fulfill her 3 wishes, but to her surprise, the elf was speaking ancient Egyptian, which she couldn't understand at all. Seeing the language barrier, the elf reached out and absorbed all the knowledge from the book. Then he grabbed the Einstein that was being shown on TV and was about to give it to the woman. The woman was so scared that she hurriedly declined the gift. Only then did the elf put Einstein back on the TV. In order to make the woman make a wish, the elf had no choice but to transform into her servant and offer her all kinds of delicious food to please her. But no matter what the elf did, the woman refused to make a wish. Until he told the story of his 3,000 years, the woman was slightly moved. It turns out that 3,000 years ago in ancient Egypt, humans were allowed to marry deities, but the offspring they produced had no reproductive ability. Therefore, deities no longer appear in modern society. The elf once fell in love with a woman, but one day he caught his wife looking for a new love behind his back. He hid in the corner and couldn't help but scream in pain. Unexpectedly, he was discovered by the man. The man took out a copper bottle and began to cast a spell, sucking the elf into the bottle and imprising it. Then he threw the bottle out of the window. The eagle received the order to throw the bottle deep into the sea. This is the most vicious curse technique. The person who is sealed will turn into an elf and must fulfill 3 wishes of others before they can transform back into a human. A copper bottle that had been wandering for 1,000 years was covered all over with sand and gravel. Even the fisherman who picked it up casually threw it away. A few years later, a stonemason picked it up to repair the gaps in the city wall. The copper bottle was tightly pressed down by the city wall and was fiercely bombarded by artillery fire.